That bit was so perfectly put in. That bit was so perfectly put in. It sounded so different to the rest of the song. It was only like, what, 15, 20 seconds long? And it was so perfectly put in. And the fact that they've already finished it, it was just like a little bit of, like the, instead of like the eye of the storm, it was just a little bit of extra chaos. It was great. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And today is another great day when we are listening to an artist for the first time. Today we are listening to an artist that has been popping up on my radar just from time to time, and it's about time we give them a listen. And of course I'm talking about Mrs. Green Apple. Now, the group Mrs. Green Apple do a lot of songs for, I believe they've done songs for Yu-Gi-Oh! They do songs for FIREFORCE. They've been around for quite a while, so it's nice to listen to songs that could potentially be familiar to me. I'm really excited to give this a listen, and I hope that you guys enjoy the reaction. And if you guys do, please do subscribe. If you want to see unblurred versions of the anime that we watch on this channel, check out the Patreon. But without keeping you waiting any longer, this will be my first time reaction to Mrs. Green Apple with the song Inferno. Let's get into it, shall we? With a name like Mrs. Green Apple, I was not expecting this. I wasn't expecting like a rock group. I was expecting like someone like a doe, in the sense of like a female singer. This sounds great. This sounds really good. I'm trying to... Give me some time. I'll try and think of who it sounds like in my head. Sounds like no one I've heard before. This sounds so unique, so cool. It's weird that the rock reminds me a bit of a group called Mad at Gravity, who did some of the songs for the Rain of Fire film ages ago, years and years ago. The guitar, like the instruments remind me of that, but this guy's voice immediately turns into something so unique. Oh, this is great. This is so good. For those asking what my music genre is, it's this. Now, I grew up listening to metal music loads. My dad loves Iron Maiden, Sepultura, Anthrax, Slayer, Metallica, the list goes on. And I grew up listening to a lot of that. And I also grew up listening to a lot of other things like rap and pop, etc., etc. So my music taste now has sort of resided into like rock, sort of like a mellower metal. Because of the fact that obviously I was influenced with my dad in the metal, but everything else that was exposed to me sort of brought me down a little bit from the heavy metals to this sort of rock genre. This is exactly the type of music I listen to, and it's great. It is really, really good. His voice, as I said, makes it sound so unique, and it's not like a group I've ever heard before. Oh, this sounds great. This sound, okay, I take back what I said about sounding like Mad at Gravity. It did in the first 30-40 seconds, but now it doesn't. This generally sounds so unique. I can't think of a single rock group or any type of group that sounds remotely similar to these guys. I think I've just stumbled across one of those artists that when I do listen to a song, I'm going to be like, they sound like Mrs. Green Apple. Because I've never heard of anyone sounding remotely similar to these guys. It's such like a unique sounding. I probably have heard music similar to this. It sounds like something I'd hear in like the Bubble film, when everything gets a little bit more amped up and fast paced and something like that. But so I probably have heard something similar to this in an anime movie as a background. But as an actual song of me sitting down and just listening to it, this is the first time I've heard something like this, I think. It was just really cool. That halftime bit there as well, when it was just him singing with a little bit of instruments, was so cool. His voice, this guy's voice, is so unique. It's great. But these bits, the build up before the chorus are my favorite bits in the song. When it slows down a bit and he sings a little bit softer and the instruments just slowly take a foot off the gas just to build up for the chorus, it sounds so perfect. This bit sounds a lot like an artist called Jpop. Definitely worth giving them a listen as well, because they do a lot of songs like about like League of Legends and things like that. So that, but this guitaring bit here reminds me a lot of them. That's a switch up. Now I'm talking about this softer. I'm okay. I was not ready for that. I'm gonna have to rewind. I was not ready for that. There I'm talking about how it's a soft rock. It sounds like it's gonna go into a little bit more of an evil undertone then. So let me just get ready for that. Oh my god. That bit was so perfectly put in. It sounded so different to the rest of the song. It was only like, what, 15, 20 seconds long? And it was so perfectly put in. And the fact that they've already finished it, it was just like a little bit of, like instead like the eye of the storm, it was just a little bit of extra chaos. It was great. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is great. Oh, that's nice. His voice is incredible. His voice is incredible. It makes him so unique. This sounds so unique, and it's his voice that just helps them have their own identity. It is great. Incredible. I loved it. Generally, I loved it. One of my favorite songs that I've listened to on this channel since beginning it. Genuinely, what was it? So this is the FIREFORCE opening theme, Inferno, released on their 4th album, which was called Attitude. Wow. There's an English version as well. That's dope. That's cool. That's awesome. That is so, like, yeah, so FIREFORCE, I think I've listened to a couple of the soundtracks from FIREFORCE before, and I've never seen it. I've never seen FIREFORCE, I've never seen pictures of FIREFORCE, I don't know any of the characters, so it's, you know, that might be something that we visit soon. Because it seems like that's encroaching more and more onto the channel, and it's like, it's only a matter of time, isn't it? I think it's only a matter of time, but I loved it. I genuinely loved the song. As I said, at the beginning it sounded a bit like Mad at Gravity, which is a rock punk band from the early 2000s. Quite a small band, but it soon changed then. And then it sounded a lot like this digital creator called Kpop. who's a solo creator who does a lot of his stuff in studio, and he sounds very good. But the thing that separates this group from any other group is the fact of that guy's voice is so perfect, and that switch up towards the end where it just sounded so evil. I can't remember seeing something like that, listening to something like that performed so well. It felt out of place at first because it took me by surprise, but you listen for it 10 seconds, you're like, this is great. This is not out of place. What a listen. What a great listen that was. Really enjoyed it. Mrs. Green Apple, what a group. Definitely will be listening to more of those in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed the song as well. Please do subscribe if you did, and I'll see you in the next one. You take care. Bye bye, guys.